#biggest lie I've ever been told pagdating sa managing finances.
It's fun. It's simple. Eto lang yan. 80-20 rule. Pero, guys, hindi siya ganun kadali. Adulting and responsibilities din.
Bring you fun and informative tips to make you more financially confident. Here on MoneyTok. So ano? May hugot ka ba sa pera?
Hello and welcome to another spectacular day, mga ka-MoneyToks! Hi!
It's another day to start convos that make us millennials, Gen Zs, titos and titas more financially confident. O, di ba nga, Miss Marian?
Yes, because here on MoneyTok, again, we aim to make conversations about money a normal, comfortable, and fun topic amongst Filipinos. So kung naririnig yun, gusto makisali nung aso ko. Anyway,
yung aso kasi ni Marian wants to be more financially confident rin. Kaya nakakasali siya sa MoneyTok, di ba?
Kaya nga, may sinasabi din siya sa background. But anyway, this is your nagmamagandang sugalerang nagpapaalala na okay lang sumugal sa pera pero wag sa taong minsan iniwan ka na. This is your host, Marian, together with
your pakipot na kuripot na nagpapaalalang pera ay dapat umiikot sa negosyo at hindi sa maling tao. Your host, Gabby Schultz.
Hello.
And how are you this week, Miss Marian?
Ayan, syempre masaya because madaming ganap sa life na so far blessings. Ayan. Although, di ba, may mga COVID issue news, may mga talaga yung Delta variant. So,
Ako
stay
naman, I had
safe.
a pretty chill week. I'd have to say I'm very excited for our topic today, no? I really enjoyed yung interview natin this week, di ba? For me
Totoo.
naman this week, kaka-recover ko lang from the weekend kasi kaka-vaccine ko lang.
Oo
And I
nga
was
eh. Ano
out
yun?
of
First dose
commission.
mo?
Oo, first dose. I was out of
Mm.
commission for a while. As in, mga 2 days ako hindi nakausap whatsoever. So, ayun.
Talaga? Grabe pala yung side effects sa'yo. Pero it's good to know na you're
Mm-mm.
feeling better kasi nandito ka, no? At
Mm-mm.
sinamahan mo
I
pa
am,
din kami.
of course, I feel better and now I'm protected against COVID-19. O, diba?
That's
Kaya
right.
guys, get
Ayan.
vaccinated na para makatrabaho kayo, para makasave up kayo, at magkapera kayo. You can save up and invest and learn a lot from MoneyTokPH. O,
Oh,
diba?
diba? Na-connect mo pa yun, no? Ang galing talaga ni Gabby.
Mm-mm.
Anyway,
Ayan.
so speaking of saving and all that, in our last episode, we talked about how we can make money an ally, right, Gabby?
Yes, and we learned the key, of course, to start a financial transformation from a financial cocoon to a financial butterfly is to have that positive mindset about money. Then we set our financial goals.
There you go. We also shared a very useful structure on how they can set these financial goals. Para pag financial butterfly na kayo, pwede na kayo mag-fly sa financial world. So yung structure na yon, it started from categorizing, of course, your goals according to time frame, which ones are short, mid, and long term.
Right. And then they have to set a realistic target amount and a deadline for these money goals. I think it's the same as any goals we have in life, diba? So, gusto ko by say 30, I want to have a house, or some people by 30 gusto nila manager na sila sa dream company nila. So, it would be nice if you have a realistic target and of course, a deadline for it. So, you want to know when you achieve this goal. 'Di ba, partner?
That's right. And then, diba, normally when we get that like eureka moment, like aha moment of what we want, we ask ourselves how or where do I start, right? So you mentioned nga from the last episode, investing in knowledge is one of the ways to become financially confident. As this is our goal as well, right?
That's right. We can achieve our goals by learning how to do what we need to do. And perfect yun sa magiging usapan natin today. It's all about investing in knowledge, investing in financial literacy.
That's right. And of course, we have invited someone with over 5 years of experience in the financial industry to make this episode even more valuable for you, mga ka-Money Talks. But before that, we'd love to also engage with you. Would love you to engage with us as well. So later, don't forget na maki-hashtag sa mga questions namin in the comment section with hashtag MoneyTokPH.
And speaking of hashtag, let's watch yung TikTok na na-release natin this week sa at MoneyTokPH. Where nakita mo naman earlier sa intro ng episode, may na-feature na TikTok, diba, na nag-stitch.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
ang TikTok is about the hashtag biggest lie I've ever been told about money. Ayan.
EntrepRadio Online.
Hey guys, it's your pakipot ng Haripot Gabby here to ask you what's your hashtag biggest lie I've ever been told pagdating sa managing finances. I'll go first. Sabi nila, if I started working, I could buy anything I wanted. Di rin pala. Adulting and bills eh. What's yours? Don't forget to stitch this at baka ma-feature kayo sa Money Talk PH. Bye!
Nice.
Ayun.
TikTok is life talaga dito sa Money Talk.
So, ayun. So, what is, Ate Marian, di ba? Alam ko nag-stitch ka rin eh. Pero kwento mo rin sa amin, ano yung biggest lie that's ever been told to you about, finances?
Ayan, yung stitch ko was about saving in the bank is like the best way para maging financially secure tayo. So, doon, shinare ko siya. It's something kasi na people should know na you have more than one option, 'di ba? Aside from just saving in the bank para mas maging financially secure and most especially maging financially free in the future. Ayan.
Ayun. So, mga viewers natin ngayon, we encourage you, pa-share naman yung mga sagot nyo dun sa comment section. And of course, huwag nyo kalimutan i-follow ang at MoneyTokPH on TikTok para next week, abangan nyo pala, this week, mag-release kami ng bagong TikTok at hindi nyo alam, baka ma-feature kayo sa show. Ayan. So, just to yung mga financial lies na yun, where does that pop up from? It's because in a lot of ways it's a lack of knowledge, a lack of investment knowledge, a lack of financial knowledge. So it's important that we invest in knowledge so we know what we're doing and we maximize the potential of the hard-earned money that we are earning. And to do that, our topic for today is financial literacy. So we will be talking with our guest. Again, na-mention nga ni Marian, she has 5 years of experience in the financial industry. And she's one of the youngest portfolio managers in AIA Philippines. So, ayun. Unfortunately, we had to pre-tape the interview kasi there are technical difficulties that we had to circumvent. But don't worry, fruitful pa rin yung experience talking with our guest tonight. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy yung pre-taped interview with our guest for today, Miss Dianne Lagmay.
Enjoy, guys!
EntrepRadio online.
Money Talks. Hi, partner.
EntrepRadio online.
Pre-recorded interview. So today, we are joined by one of the youngest wealth portfolio managers in AIA Philippines with over 5 years of experience in the insurance and wealth management industry. Hi, doggy. Without further ado, let's welcome Dianne Lagmay, a financial planner and the founder of Common Denominator. Hi, Dianne. Kamusta ka naman dyan?
Hello, Dianne. Welcome!
Ayan.
Yeah,
So,
guys, mainit ngayon.
ay, sobra. Buti na lang naka-aircon ako. Alam mo, kasi grabe, hindi ko kinakaya ang heat. Umulan kanina dito, tapos ngayon sumisingaw na yung ulan. So, it's so hot. Alright. So, guys,
Kailangan ng malamig na tubig.
So, guys, ito po si Dianne. If you guys, just so you guys know, me and Dianne have known each other since college. And medyo similar ang trajectory namin. Parehas kaming in finance.
Oo nga eh. So, since magkakilala kayo, no, medyo kwentuhan din naman ako kung paano kayo naging magkakilala and how.
Dianne, go.
Saan?
Sobrang fun kasi we just met each other nung 4th year kasi we were in an immersion together. So parang yung sa immersion na yun, parang Gabby was known to be the guy who was actually into singing. So bentang-benta siya sa mga titas.
Wow.
So, yun. Tapos parang, I think parang co-leader dun sa may immersion or something. Ganyan. And yeah, that's how I knew Gabby.
Tapos si Dianne naman, back then I knew her as Eden. Siya yung tipong pag nasa group activities kami, pag may hihirit lang na tao, matatawa na lang siya. Out of nowhere.
Talaga? So, ano yun? Kahit hindi nakakatawa na to.
Basta may hirit, tatawa siya. Ganun.
Kahit wale para sa'yo, Gab, tatawa siya.
Hindi lang ako, grabe naman. Yung ibang namin, shout out to yung group na yan. Nakalimutan ko po ang area natin, but yes.
Shout out sa kanila.
Parang magka-org din kayo at some...
No, hindi siya org. Parang we were under the same professor sa theology class. Tapos nagkataon na we were grouped together sa immersion group na yun. Ayan.
Yeah.
So nag-pause ang aking partner. But before, without further ado, Diane, can you tell us a bit about your background? Ayan, you're back. Yay.
Sorry.
Ayan.
Okay, game.
So can you tell us a bit about your background, Diane?
Okay, so about me. So basically, tama yung sinabi ni Marian kanina. Gabby and I are kind of in the same industry. So ako, nag-start ako actually I started my, after graduation, I started in luxury sales. And then eventually, a year after, I went to an insurance company. So I've been here for almost 5 years, insurance and wealth management industry. So I got there as a management trainee. Tapos, syempre kapag management trainee, corporate talaga yung track. They are basically building you to be the next executives of that company. Diba? So, ang nangyari, I rose up to business development manager. Tapos, last year, during the pandemic, that's when I decided to be a financial planner. So, it has always been in my time horizon or in my timeline na gusto ko talaga maging entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Pero iniisip ko, it'll be later pa in my life. Siguro mga late 20s, ganyan. Mm-hmm. So, but during the pandemic, a lot of work opportunities opened up. So, yeah, I'm now a financial planner for AIA Philippines.
Okay.
What made you decide to pursue this financial planner career?
Mm-mm.
What made me decide, sobrang hindi siya on a whim. Pero it started because of a breakup last year. So from a 6-7 relationship, yeah. Yung scene. Yung nag-fuel ng quarter life crisis. Kasi alam mo yung when you just graduated, ang dami mong energy, right? Anthem nga daw ng 20-something is yung may PhD, ganyan, yung poor, hungry, but determined, di ba? So sa corporate, ako yung first in, last out. Parang may ganon. Alam mo, nasasarahan ng ilaw sa office, ganyan. Tapos parang even during the pandemic, na-heighten yung ganong work ethic. So, I felt like I was doing well, I'd like to think, in the corporate, and I had the backing of my boss. Tapos, I really loved it. But I felt like it was my entire life. Na parang outside of work, if you're gonna ask who is Dianne, I basically don't have an identity. Kasi I've attached myself so much to it. So sabi ko, if this is a preview in any way of how it will look like as an executive in the corporate, I don't want it. I mean, it's a personal preference. I know some people want it talaga na parang they wanna try it talaga. They wanna thrive in the environment, in that environment. Pero sabi ko, I wanna focus on a holistic approach to it. You know, and so na-feel nyo ba yun? Na-feel nyo ba yung sa career nyo?
Ay, girl, same kasi naging management trainee rin po ako. Yeah, and yun nga, definitely when you're a management trainee, it's medyo expected na you live and breathe by that work ethic and expectation. Ako talaga dati, siguro after my year of training, siguro my first 2.5 years talaga, minsan uuwi talaga ako na midnight or I'll work on Saturdays. Nagkataon nga na I worked on New Year's Day. And then after that, when I transferred naman to another department, I didn't have to overtime as much, pero talagang yung out of my job description na yung mga ibang ginagawa ko, talagang that's the culture, and I understand why you wanted another
yung mga OT yan.
Oh, grabe.
Mga OT, thank you, gano'n.
Tapos hindi pa paid.
Ako yan, totoo. Ay, talaga.
Officer na ako
sa previous company ko. Ay, oo, kapag nasa mga supervisor level ka, parang minsan nga on-call ka, di ba? So, medyo mahirap na talaga. So, nafe-feel ko din kayo, kasi lalo na yung part na yan, nasabi mo after breakup and all that, medyo, andun yung, di ba, medyo, wala kang ibang isipin minsan gusto mong magpakalunod sa work because you don't wanna feel,
You
sad
don't wanna
at some
feel.
point. You don't wanna feel anything. Ganyan. Ayun. So, ganun. May
we can
career
say-
switch din akong naganap.
We can say, Marian, diba? Kung sino man yung lalaki na yan. Or babae, we don't judge here. They lost.
It's their loss.
It's their loss talaga. Diane is an amazing and strong, independent woman who needs no man.
Pero kailangan magpabukas ng bottle. Ganon.
Yung time slot ng free shoot, dapat ata mamayang gabi pa. So, mga ganyan yung usapan, no? Pero like, di ba, parang for me, parang, di ba, may mga ganyan tayong instances. And for me, it was like the reverse. So parang baliktad siya. The workaholic tendencies came first before the actual, like, breakup. So parang, na-realize ko doon na I'm giving so much importance to my work. Even Saturdays, na-feel ko yung Gabi, yung Saturdays, papasok ka, ganyan. It's not wrong. I actually loved it. I loved it so much. But I felt like if I continue going into that direction, the quality of my life would suffer. Kasi last year din, the pandemic, nag-130 over 80 yung BP ko. Tapos parang, I barely exercise anymore. Tapos I was eating fast food, junk food. Kasi yun lang yung accessible. Kasi I had to think na kung magluluto ako, mag-meal prep ako, I would sacrifice time to do my deliverable. Alam mo yun? So yun talaga yung nag-fuel sa akin. So sabi ko, I think, yung maganda, I've been a business development manager and I've seen how the financial planners are. So I've always thought na gusto ko talaga maging financial planner also. Pero I wanna do it at a later date. Yung mga late 20s na. Kasi doon ka na may market. People are starting to get married. They wanna plan for their milestones. Di ba pinag-usapan lang namin ni Gabby? Like, people are suddenly declaring their undying love for each other during the pandemic. Di ba? So, hindi ganoon. So, I'm grateful that I learned a lot of things as a management trainee. Yung things na yun at 22, these are knowledge that are not usually accessible. Or like accessible, but like you need to have a guidance on where to look to be able to find it. So it's also helpful that I had like that exposure to international practices. Apparently, financial advisors here in the Philippines, we hear it and we instantly think insurance. Pero the financial advisors abroad, the practitioners I've met in Australia, as in entire financial plan talaga for the client. As in the taxes, the insurance, investment, which is the true purpose of financial planning, which we'll delve in later. Diba? So, yun. Tapos, yung na-realize ko last year, na wait lang. Number one, I'm in this company and in college, I tried taking up a finance minor. So, alam ko yung mga concepts. So, I can explain it to a person. And in the simplest way. So, sabi ko, alam ko yun. Tapos ayoko na ng corporate. So, what can I do? Ano yung business na pwede kong, that I can go to? Diba? So, sabi ko, number one, what I like about the financial planning industry is that it's not catering to just the niche market. So may market talaga kasi everyone needs to know how to plan for their life milestones and how to make their money work for them. Right? And then I noticed that at mid-20s, the number of people whose corporate career or flying off the ground, medyo madami na. They now have the purchasing power. Hindi na tayo fresh grad salary. So yung tanong, Ate Leo girl. So, pero di ba, parang hindi tayo fresh graduate salary na, alam mo yun, in the 20s, 30s, ganyan, or 8, mga ones, di ba? So, na-realize ko doon na people are starting to plan for their life milestones kasi they have the headspace and the additional budget for other things other than their day-to-day expenses. Tapos yung nakapag-push talaga sa akin is digitalization. Kasi AIA Philippines is very innovative. So we've come up with the iPad and the app, way before. And then during the pandemic, in-enable niya yung digital selling. So parang, naging OTP na lang. Tapos you can conduct your meetings face-to-face, like this, online. So sabi ko, kapag magtitake ako ng risk, parang minimal. Ito na yung pinaka-minimal na operations cost. Okay. Kasi I'm still living with my mom. So nakikilita ako sa Wi-Fi, sa internet, sa electricity bills. Like I just have to have my laptop with me and my iPad, plus yung phone, diba? Tapos sabi ko, I have 5 years till I'm 30. So if it doesn't work out, I can go back to corporate. Pero syempre, diba, I'll do what I can para tingnan ko muna if this is for me.
Take the risk.
Grabe, thank you for reminding me na 5 years na lang, 30 na tayo.
Oh my God. Yan. Pwede bang wag muna?
Ayan. Okay. So that's great. Medyo, like, wonderful na you decided to take a risk on yourself rin. And, widen your knowledge on the entire financial planning industry and by meeting colleagues abroad, ganon. So, as a financial planner, Dianne, what can you tell us about financial literacy? What is financial literacy?
Okay, so this is interesting. Kasi financial literacy, it's basically knowing the different aspects of finance. So, whenever you take on like a financial vehicle or whenever you plan for your expenses for next month, it's important to understand how it plays in the bigger picture and knowing how to apply it. So, yung financial literacy, it's important. I think it's important because everyone needs to earn money, but you don't necessarily want to, for me, I don't want to be a slave to it. Alam mo yun? Na I don't want to work for money my entire life. So, it's really, I think financial literacy is more on knowing what the different aspects of finance is and then creating that bigger picture of how the different aspects interconnect and then eventually applying it your own personal finance so that you can make your money work for you. Kasi there are 3 stages in a man's life. Ito yung man at work, tayo yun. So, yun. So, yung mga active income, ganyan. So, yung second stage is man and money at work. So, ito yung mention ko kanina, di ba, na parang kapag medyo mas may budget ka na, you start putting your money in different investments, ganyan. And then, the ultimate goal talaga for me is money at work. Ibig sabihin, yung desired expenses ko in a month, sinasagot na lang niya from passive income streams. So yun yung financial literacy.
Okay. So,
more than, more than just saving, kumbaga. Yes, typically yun kasi lang yung alam natin, lalo na, di ba, when we are still in school, laging ganun namang sinasabi ng parents natin or ng mga teachers, save money, learn how to save and all that. But it's more than that pala, right?
So, well, Lalang, let's touch base with, you mentioned nga na, it's important, diba? Can you expound on why it can be, why it's important and how it can benefit yung mga ka-MoneyTok namin, mga everyday people? Why being financially literate?
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter? Kasi baka naman sasabihin nila, diba, from our episode last week, but money's not gonna make you happy naman, ganon. Or just, yun nga, like, why is it important to our viewers and everyday people?
Sige. That's interesting, no? Kasi I agree that money cannot make you happy. Kasi I think it should just be a tool. A tool to be used to to make you happy. Okay? Because in the true sense, yung financial advising pyramid, for example, yung pinaka-fundamental talaga niya, or at the bottom, is identifying the client's goals and dreams. So, syempre, lahat naman tayo, di ba? May goals and dreams in life, di ba? Like, you don't just live and then just go through every single day like it's a routine and then all for nothing, di ba? So, if you have goals and dreams, kung meron ka nun, importante yung financial literacy. Kasi, it's knowing how to work backwards. So, identify mo yung goals and dreams mo. And then have that plan or identify the things that you need to do. Break it down, chunk it down, to be able to really get to that to those goals and dreams. Ganyan. Kaya nga, di ba, what makes us fulfilled in life is achieving our life milestones. Diba? So, you need money to do that. Kasi money will provide you the options, the choices, diba, that you want, not just for yourself, but for those people who are important for you. Right? So,
parang they have to know their deeper why para maging ano sila, no? They would want to become financially literate. But do you think it's really achievable for a person to be financially literate?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think it's achievable for everyone to be financially literate. Kasi when you say that you're financially literate, it's knowing and understanding these different aspects and, you know, building that bigger picture in your head, right? So, it is achievable, yung financial literacy, pero the application of it, yun yung hindi ko nahawak. Kasi if you think about it, as a financial planner, my job is to not tell you to buy insurance or to buy investments or to invest your money. My job is to inform you, okay, these are the things that are available in the market. These are your gaps. Bahala ka kung ano yung gusto mong gawin dyan sa information na yan. Because I trust that I'm actually talking to an adult, right? So it means, like for me, it means that, okay, financial literacy, it's 10% knowledge. Finance talaga, personal finance is 10% knowledge, but 90% behavior. Achievable yung financial literacy. But the application, ayan, dyan na lumalabas yung different approaches of people na kausap mo.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's their decision pa din, no?
Okay. So, sige. Ayun. So far, we've learned a lot from you, Dianne. Grabe. From the few minutes that we've been talking already. So for now, we're going to be taking a short break. We'll be going back to present day, Gabby and Marian, back at EntrepRadio Media Studios, live, ganon. So we'll see you guys again. We'll see you guys. Dianne will also see you guys after the break. All right. So bye for now. Ganon. Smile, guys. Yan.
O, diba? Ang ganda ng usapan natin.
Oo nga eh. Medyo may halong kasabawan, but ang ganda ng usapan natin. So, ayun. Wait lang. Ayan. So, of course, ngayon, we're about to take our break lang, our mid-show break. Of course, we'd like to know from our audience as well, no, why do you think financial literacy is important? So, comment na po kayo dyan, mga ka-MoneyTok, sa comment section. And, aspiring voice artist ba kayo? We want you to watch this, alright?
EntrepRadio online.
2020 was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then the pandemic happened. Now, 2020 has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better. And yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voiceover artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles. Male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic. In English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento. Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #Voice from Home. Dahil basta boses, creative voices.
EntrepRadio online.
Hello.
Hello! So guys, if you want to be a voice artist, katulad namin ni Marian, don't forget to please register for CVAP na. Alam ko batch 9 is happening extremely soon. So ayun, I will provide po a link sa comment section natin if you want to check out the Certified Voice Artist program. And ayun, nandun rin yung link to our website. Ayun. So register na kayo guys. If I'm not mistaken, today po ang graduation at Invoice Teacher ni batch 8. So ayun, in 4 weeks pwede na rin kayo maging certified voice artist.
That's right.
Ayun.
September 4 ata, yung enrollment. Ay, yung day 1 ng CVAP batch 9. Kasi batch 8 sila ngayon.
Ayan. So ano pang hinihintay nyo guys? Guys, naka 50 off na siya. Go for it. Just go. Just do it nga, sabi ni Shia LaBeouf, di ba? Ayun. So, before we go to yung second part ng show natin today, second part ng interview natin, guys, inaanyayahan po namin kayo na i-follow po ang at MoneyTokPH TikTok kasi every week we have a TikTok na pwede nyong i-stitch na pwedeng ma-feature sa show. O, diba? Nakita nyo at the start of the show, ma-feature ulit siya ngayon. So, please check out po ang featured TikTok natin for the week. Hey guys, it's your pakipot ng Ripot Gabby here to ask you what's your hashtag biggest lie I've ever been told pagdating sa management. Hashtag biggest lie I've ever been told pagdating sa managing finances.
It's fun. It's simple. Eto lang yan. 80-20 rule. Pero, guys, hindi siya ganun kadali. Adulting and responsibilities din.
Hashtag biggest lie.
EntrepRadio online.
Ayan.
Ayun. So, it took some work pero napakita namin ang featured TikTok today. So,
Kaya
nakita mo
na.
naman, di ba? Na-feature yung TikTok ng one of our watchers.
That's
Ganda-ganda
right.
nga eh. O, di ba? Ayan.
Charot. So kayo din, mag-stitch na din kayo ng aming upcoming TikTok video this week. Abangan!
So, ngayon, let's just look at our comment sections. Our comment sections. More than one comment section, Gabby. Comments, ayun. So, this is from our featured TikToker, si Pao Castillo. Or ang iVoice. Ano ba?
Okay ka lang,
OMGs.
Gab? Parang
Wala
nagpanic
kinilig
ka
ako,
na sa
Char.
kanya.
Ay. OMG, same naman. Pivotal moment din sa akin sa isang interview when one asked, who is Pao outside of work? And wala akong masagot, lol. Oh my God, I think we've all had that moment rin, di ba? Na we're just so, sa work, na nakakalimutan na rin natin, who is Gabby outside of work? Diba?
Like our personal identity talaga.
We just become our work. It's always important to take a break, take a step back. And that's made easier if you're more financially confident. Kasi when you don't have to worry about money. Talagang you can just think about enjoying your life when you're not working for it anymore, diba? O yan, si Sir Rich Abalos. He's in the comment section. Ang galing, oh. A man of many words, si Mr. Rich Abalos. Great.
Yeah. And he is VG8's prod manager, right? Si Sir Rich.
Station manager.
Station manager. Hello. Great day.
Ayan. So, great day. Ayan, si Junico Espino at ang yang mga fan club. Shout out sa mga new sandals dyan.
Fan
Ang
club
iniisip
mo
ko
to?
ata. I think yan yung ginawa niya for me kasi Old Shoes ang pangalan ng ang voice brand ko. So, kaya naging new sandals. Ayan.
I see.
And then, of course, ang aming bunso sa aming VR group when I was in CVAP pa, si Adrian Bugnosen. Ayan.
Taray
Guys, check out mo
naman.
yung show niya at night. I don't know what day specifically, pero may show siya at night where he just talks to random like voice artists sa community namin. Mr. Dream Voice kasi ang niya, ang brand name niya. So, it's a very chill thing to listen to. Ayun. So,
Right before we sleep, ganun ba yung mga niya?
mga right before we sleep. Medyo, ang ganda kasi talaga ng boses ni Adrian, in fairness. Pwede niyang, he'll make it big sa voice acting industry. Tapos pag nagka-project siya at magka-pera siya, pwede niyang i-invest yan. O, diba?
True. Mga side hustle dyan. Go.
Ayan. So, alright, we've read yung comments and yung TikTok, guys. Don't forget to to follow at MoneyTokPH at baka ma-feature kayo, guys, sa next episode namin. So without further ado, we will show you na po yung second half po ng interview with Miss Dianne Lagmay. Ito talaga yung medyo meaty part of our interview. Talagang marami kayong matututunan sa kanya.
Right.
So, enjoy!
Tune in. Bye. Bye.
EntrepRadio Online.
Day, Marian, and present day, Gabby. Thank you for bringing us back to Miss Dianne. Say hello ulit, guys.
Hello ulit, ayan.
Ayan. Alright, so this fine afternoon pala, Miss Dianne. What can you tell us? Kasi personally, like ako, and I think si Marian rin, if I can speak for you on this regard, no? In our experience kasi parang financial literacy hasn't really been taught sa schooling experience namin. As a professional in the financial planning field, no. Would you know if nowadays or yung mga clients mo, were they taught financial literacy in school?
So, actually, that's very interesting kasi for me personally, it was taught in school kasi nag-finance minor ako eh. So, nag-try ako minor. So, pero parang clients, when I talk to them about it, like, they know some items about finance, like, for example, tax. Ganyan. So, pero ang interesting doon is, magrereklamo dapat ako na hindi tinuro yung finance sa school, yung some aspects. Tapos, yung binabasa ko yung notes ko, it was actually taught in school. Kasi may nakita akong concept for, I think it was an investment class, fixed income. Tapos yung problem set na pinagka-practicean dun is, if this is the yield of an investment and you will be investing it for X number of years, how many or how much should you put in so that you can sustain your retirement fund? Ganon!
So, to? Sa college na ba to? Or?
Yes, college siya.
Okay.
So, it was taught in school. Pero, it was taught in a manner wherein I didn't know how it will fit into my life yet. So, I didn't, when you try to compute it, it's not you computing for how much you actually need or how much you actually earn. Ganyan. It was more of doing the math just for the sake of
solving lang.
Right? Tapos I noticed also that it's the general finance, personal finance things. All we know is about saving. So I think naman po ni Morgan, right? So all we were taught in school is how to make money. na you basically have this skill set and then you use this skill set and then eventually you can be like an entrepreneur, ganyan. Tapos you can be like a corporate person, executive. Pero hindi yung aspect na, okay, so you start earning, what happens to your money? What do you do with it? What do you have to prioritize, right? So,
Okay.
so how about you guys?
Siguro
Sa-
lalo kapag hindi ka talaga finance major, diba? Like myself, I was a mass comm graduate. So, alam ko lang magdaldal, ganon. Pero, when I entered the corporate world, I struggled with my money personally talaga. So, that was also the reason why I entered the financial industry. So, ganon. So, paano kaya yun kapag ano kayang pwedeng maging gawin ng isang tao kung walang ganon sa school nila?
Ako sa
How can they be more,
sa
more-
experience ko naman, like kami, like, well, yung nanay ko, my mom has always been very with, oh, you have to save, you have money, pasok natin dyan, ganun. It's always been like that for me. Pero talaga, for me personally, I mean, we did have like economics classes in high school and pero they less talk about how you can apply it to everyday life rin. And it's more about the concepts. And yun nga, like, similar to what you said, it's like solving fixed income yields. Flashbacks, char. It's more about the concept and knowing how to do it and not really showing you how it can apply to your everyday life. Kasi, I mean, at the end of the day, aanhin ko ba ang law of demand and supply if hindi ko naman nakikita siya on TV and it doesn't affect me right away, di ba? Aanhin ko ba ang yield ng bond if I barely know what that means? Ang alam ko lang, that's a problem to be solved so that I can get an A in my class. Ayun. So it was more that sa akin. So ayun. So going back to what Marian was asking kanina, how can someone become more financially literate? Like how, in what ways do you think more people can be more financially literate?
Yeah. Okay. So I became a financial planner to hopefully share with people not just about the knowledge that I've acquired over the years, but also the experiences I've had. So for me, it started talaga with plain old Google search. So as in talaga, parang when I started earning already, like the first thing that I search in Google is what to do with your salary, what to do with that freshman salary. That's verbatim. Yun lang yung search ko. Yeah. So that's how I knew about the emergency fund. That's how I knew about saving, like it should be 3 to 6 months worth of your income, ganyan. And then what really helped me was when I became a management trainee, and then we were rotated in different departments. So I learned about money, man at work, money and man at work, and then money at work. So I think for 20-something who just had their first paycheck, I think it's important to actively seek out knowledge talaga. Like to be accountable and to be responsible in terms of handling your finance. By number one, go to the internet, like as in pwede ko mag-verbatim search about personal finance. And I think what's good about pandemic is that a lot of people are going to YouTube. So we have the right micro-influencers. So the likes of Nicole Alba, si Charmaine De Leon for Ready to Adult PH, Tita Talks, diba? So sa akin personally, yung pina-follow ko na sila Sir Randall Gyeongson, who has been an art for the longest time. And then nandiyan din si Marvin Jermo, right? Diba? So, are people, especially si Ready to Adult PH and Tita Talks, Nicole Alba. So these are really people who do like personal finance content. And right? And then sobrang ginagawa talaga nilang accessible to the normal or average person, just like you and I. What really finance is, what to do with your money, what an emergency fund is. Yeah. So, number one, search and be proactive in searching what to do with your money. Number two, it's important also to learn from the experiences of different people, like the micro-influencers. Tapos they also have community. Yun, sa Facebook, you can actually join groups. Yeah. Tapos, I suggest that you become open when someone reach out about, doing a financial planning session. Kasi I think what usually happens, for example, when I reach out to a person in terms of financial planning, top of mind, bibentahan ako nito ng insurance. But it really happens. When you talk about financial planning, it's really a holistic. It should be a holistic financial plan or financial roadmap. Okay, so first step lang yung insurance, and it's parang risk mitigation kasi yung emergency fund sa insurance. Tapos kailangan mo rin isipin before you go to that level is kumusta yung cash flow mo, right? Do you have debts that you have to settle? Kasi if you're spending more than you're earning, we have to address that first. And then number 2, yung debts mo. Like, it's actually you earning every single month, but a chunk of it, sometimes for some people nga, a huge chunk of it actually goes into debt management, mga credit card debts. Tapos, ayan, yung sa Zalor, Lazada shop, di ba? So, I mean, it's not wrong, but how do you manage your budget for the month? Ganyan. And then, yung third level ng financial advice is more on the income protection. So, ito yung mitigating the risk, di ba? So, I mean, all these things, it's easier to work with someone. Okay? So, these things, most likely, your financial planner took their time to learn these. Kaya nga professional ngayon. So, yun. So, again, number 1, actively seek out information or knowledge just by searching in the internet. Number 2, find the community or find people who have, that adulting experience, right? Or basically experiences that they can share with you. And number 3, seek out a mentor or coach in terms of finances. They can give you valuable information that sometimes would take years for you to understand.
Okay. That's insightful. Grabe, nag-mention ka ng mga shows dyan. Hindi mo minimension yung Friday show mo, Down to Finance with Common Denominator.
Ano ko, i-vlog natin yan. Para mapanood.
Kaya guys, kailan yun ulit? It's every Friday, di ba? At
yes.
Anong oras?
Down to Finance.
So,
every Friday.
If you follow us on our socials, yes. So we actually have Instagram. We actually have an Instagram page. It's called Common Denominator. So, baka pwede natin i-flash yung spelling. Common Denominator. So, basically every Friday, we have this show, Down to Finance Friday. DTF Friday.
DTF talaga.
So, bakit ano meron sa
wala, good boy ako.
Down to Finance.
Down to Finance nga.
So, yun. Down to Finance Friday, ang main objective nun, I have a co-host there who's a good friend. So, she's not into finance. She brings talaga an honest perspective or questions ng normal 20-something about certain finance topics. Tapos, we invite the speaker, a regular person, a regular 20-something who's knowledgeable about a certain finance topic. So, we invited someone to walk us through stocks. We also invited someone to walk us through, investing. And we also invited someone to walk us through an unconventional way of earning money, which is being a coach. Diba? Kasi yung traditional na alam natin is, go in a corporate, climb up the corporate ladder. Yan. So, nag-invite din kami yung different ways on maximizing your skills so that you earn money in other avenues other than your corporate. Yeah.
That's good. So this is definitely something.
So guys,
Look out
advice
for.
number 4. Advice number 4, watch Down to Finance every
Yeah,
Friday.
that's true. Wag daw puro K-drama. Netflix. Minsan
May
lang
magandang
tayo
babae
sa
na rin tayo dito sa
finance.
Pinas. Magaling pa siya sa finance. Ah! Ayan.
Pero going back, Diane, kapag ba learning financial literacy, is there like a certain age that we can introduce it to someone? Like, let's say ako, kung may anak na ako, how old should I introduce money to them? May mga ganun
When
ba?
should one start learning
When should one
personal
start
finance?
So, actually, I'd say as early as possible. Siguro, yung I think one of the best examples that I've read is the story of the Paul founder. Ang ginawa niya, early on, he taught his kids, I'm not sure if it's the founder of Paul. Basta, Teo yung surname. So, I think one of the things that he did that really resonated with me is that when his kids were young, sinabi niya na if you want to be a shareholder of your favorite fast food, for example, Jollibee, ganyan, set aside money and then you can actually put it somewhere where you can be a shareholder or part owner of your favorite brands. Tapos, yung concept of saving up, yung concept of investment, it's nice to teach it to someone in grade 1, for example, who's just learning the joy of getting their first 100 peso allowance. Magkano ba allowance ngayon?
Hindi ko alam. 100 pesos a lot for me. Grabe, akin 50 pesos.
Naabutan ko pa nga yung 10 pesos na allowance lang eh. I was grade 3 ata.
Diba?
Grabe.
So, diba?
Diba?
Yeah, I want my allowance. Why is it only 200 pesos?
Pero nakakatuwa yun, no? If you like tell them to save up and then let's buy stocks for Jollibee, for example. Isipin mo, imagine a grade 1 student telling their friends na, uy, I'm now a shareholder ng Jollibee, mga ganyan.
Uy, pare!
Imagine!
Uy, pare, I'm a shareholder of Jollibee.
Diba?
Look at me, I'm part owner.
Right?
Wala lang. Malay niyo ganun na yung magiging generation natin in the future with people like Diane advocating for financial literacy, no?
Ayun, no?
Yeah, it's like a magandang dream for the next generation.
I mean, imagine a 7-year-old. I feel like a 7-year-old would be super proud of this. Say, you guys know I'm an owner of Jollibee.
True.
Ganun.
I would be proud to say to my friends. Guys, you know what? I'm actually part owner of your favorite Jolly Spaghetti and Chicken Joy.
So every time you buy Jollibee, you make me richer.
Ganun na yung away ng mga bata sa future.
Dapat lang. Dapat lang. Char. Ayan. So, Diane, na-touch mo na kahit konti earlier, but I want to expound. How do you think the pandemic affected financial literacy in the country? Ayan.
Okay. So this is one of the most exciting parts of teaching financial literacy during the pandemic. Because I know it's a crisis. A lot of people lost their jobs, and it was really unfortunate that we're still on lockdown, diba? But one thing that I noticed last year, and what I'm really happy about, is people are starting to become entrepreneurs. Nagsimula siya sa ube cheese pandesal. And then diba, nag-ube cheese pandesal ba kayo at some point?
Yeah, bumili lang.
I've been meaning to try it.
Madami actually nung pandemic talaga nag-emerge.
Oo, diba? Right? So, a lot of people, they either did it because they lost their jobs, they did it because they want to augment their income from their corporate jobs. So sa financial advising pyramid kasi, you have your goals and dreams and then cash flow, right? So a lot of people are increasing their cash flow, right? Which is necessary to jumpstart the economy again. But syempre si Gabby knows more about that than I do. So, diba? So, yun. That's what I'm happy about. So, number 2, how the pandemic affected the financial literacy industry in the country. So, I think yung cash flow, okay na i-increase siya. But then, we also have to, gentle reminder for everyone that, there are also income disruptors. And we always think that money is coming in. But what if it stops coming in? Like, what if income stops coming in, right? And these income disruptors can be sickness, accident. Kasi, syempre, you cannot work. Diba? Critical illness, disabilities, untimely death, right? So, you don't ask if they will happen, if these things will happen. It's a question of when and which one, right? So during the pandemic, parang a lot more people became more conscious about their health, especially with the Delta variant now. So I think what people need to understand is when we talk about risk mitigation or when we talk about building your wealth sustainably, you have to mitigate the risk first. So when you have enough cash flow already, mitigate the risk. Yung risk na to, ito yung mga risk na yung savings mo or yung investments mo, the time that you and the amount of money that you put in it over the years will be gone in an instant because you let yourself be exposed to these risks, diba? So, what are the potential impacts on your plans when these income disruptors happen? Number 1, it can derail your plans, diba? For example, ano yung goal niyo by 30 years old? Ano yung goal mo, Gabby? What do you want to achieve, like, financially?
Yun nga. As I mentioned sa last episode namin, it's like I've been aiming to have a property before I turn 30. And
before you turn 30? So mga 29?
29 and 11 months. Char.
Sige, pasok pa rin naman, di ba? So, right? So, if, for example, you left yourself exposed to, kasi there are 2 benefits of insurance. So, there's the living benefit and there's the death benefit. The living benefit are the ones that you can use while you're still alive, like if something happens. So it can easily derail your plans of buying that house, right? Or property for 30. Number 2, it can delay not just your life milestones, but it can delay the things that you really have to do. For example, people who already have kids, kahit naman anong mangyari, yung anak mo, kailangan pa rin yung pumasok sa school next school year, right? Then you tell them na, anak, wag ka munang papasok this school year kasi nagamit natin yung education fund mo kasi or like, ganito yung nangyari, diba? So there are things that you just cannot delay, diba? Tapos, meron din, pwede ka rin ma-destabilize yung income flow mo, right? Even worse, right? Even worse. Yung income flow mo can be, or yung cash flow mo can get a negative. Kasi, di ba, you can resort to crowdfunding. Like, I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against people who go into crowdfunding. So, pero kung mayroon naman other ways to be able to mitigate that risk, why not just take it, right? So, first naman po pwede kang mag-loan, di ba? Pero what if yung loanable amount hindi pa rin enough, right? So, like borrowing from relatives, from friends, right? So, yung cash flow mo, hindi lang na zero, nag-negative pa. So, you have to pay it after, right? Or number 4, it can defeat any financial plans that you have. Sabihin mo na, sige, magka-cryptocurrency ako, Axie Infinity, or like, mag-stocks ako, mag-bonds ako. Pero if you leave yourself exposed, wala ka emergency fund, wala ka ng work. Tapos, na-cover yung self mo against like the things that you can claim for sa insurance, yung mga living benefits. Ayan. So, these are the 4 Ds that can happen. So, again, derail your plans, delay the things that you have to do, destabilize your cash flow, and defeat any financial plans. Yun yung 4 Ds. Yun yung impact. Okay? So, yeah, I think basically, at the end of the day, people are now more conscious about building a sustainable wealth. So, hindi na lang siya just about building wealth, but how do I make it sustainable?
Okay, I see.
People have
Grabe.
been really open na since the pandemic.
Wala, it's a very pertinent issue eh. Kasi, I mean, paano na yung mga 7-year-olds na hindi na may nagiging owner ng Jollibee? Ayan. But,
so interesting yan. Like, a lot of people before, when they talk about emergency fund, may nakausap ako na nilalagay niya daw emergency fund niya sa stocks. Kasi pwede naman out anytime, ganyan. Do you remember, Gabby, last year, there was this time that insurance companies cannot actually issue BUL kasi nagsara yung, right? Yung
PSEI. Nag-shutdown sila regularly.
Right? So, di ba, if it's an emergency, you can tell them na, wait lang, sarado kasi yung PSEI. So, hindi ko mag-cash out the emergency fund ko, diba?
And so, in hindsight, you shouldn't really put an emergency fund in stocks.
Exactly. Just let it. Yung iba nga emergency fund ginagawa pang Lazada, pang Shopee. Meron mga din ako mga na-encounter na they're saving money but they don't know what it is for. Parang first time nilang marinig yung emergency fund, mga ganyan.
So to our viewers, just a tip, do not put your emergency fund in stocks or any volatile market because your emergency fund needs to be liquid.
Exactly.
Put it in some liquid, meaning you can easily convert it to cash. So guys, put it into an account or a savings account if wala kayong mahanap, or a money market instrument that's short term and easily convertible back to cash. Ayan.
So ayan na, nagbigay na si Gabby na advice.
Wait, si Dianne.
And that's true, no? Actually, gusto ko yung na-mention kanina ni Marian na a lot of people are saving but they don't know what they're saving for. So, one of the fundamentals of financial planning also is knowing your objective before putting your money anywhere, like any financial vehicle. I know we always verify cash. Hindi naman yan nag-earn eh. So I'm not gonna put my money in it. Pero alam mo, kada financial vehicle kasi, it has a specific objective. You put your money in cash or like in a bank, not because you want it to grow. Kasi alam mo na natin, di ba, na hindi naman yan nabibig yung inflation. But because of convenience. So for example, lagay mo siya sa bank para at least convenient for you to, take it out when something happens. So, pag may goal ka like Gabby na 29 years old and 11 months.
very specific ka.
Right? So, that's about 3-4 years from now. So, kung ka time horizon mo, maybe you don't have that much time to lose any money. So, maybe your main objective can be, how can I beat inflation so that I can preserve my capital? So that's just the time I can buy my property. And for years, 11 months. Yun. So, di ba?
Yeah.
And importante yung objective before you get any financial vehicle.
And in relation to that, and going back into yun sa emergency fund, guys, you don't have an emergency fund because you want it to earn. You have an emergency fund because yun nga, yung you might need it in the future. The emergency fund is the one thing you want to save for that you never want to use.
Yes.
Ayan.
Exactly.
So, ayan.
Yeah. So, ayun. So, syempre, I think we're almost ending the the show. So, what advice, Diane, can you impart to our viewers when it comes to handling funds and being more financially literate?
Okay, so number one would be really know your objective. So every time that we do a financial planning session, like before thinking about how do I augment my cash flow and all that, you should have your objective. Like, mas maganda, I think it's better if you know the price tag of your goals and dreams. Yung property mo, Gab. Okay yun, pero better if alam mo yung price tag. Diba? At saka, it will also be good if you have a certain timeline for it. Okay, kasi it will determine which financial vehicle you have to put it in, and it will determine also your strategy, yung how much do you have to put, diba, in savings, to address what Marian mentioned earlier. Ayun, alam mo na kung ano yung save up mo, diba, na para saan yun, okay? So, there. So, yun, number one, objective. And then number two, activity. Remember, at the end of the day, it's personal finance. So, you're accountable for yourself. Right? Our parents can only teach us so much. But like, in terms of handling your own life, you should be proactive and you should really be accountable in knowing these things and applying what you need to apply in your life to be able to reach that goals and dreams. It can be, going to the internet and searching micro-influencers and what they do with their personal finance, or, reading up on it, or reaching out to financial planners just like Marian, just like myself, and then partnering up with them, right? At the end of the day, the main objective talaga is to create a solid financial plan for you. Right? Because it's like entering into a relationship, eh? Like, it's not just, okay na yung product na to for you. Pero it's really how one product or how your finances would have that sustainability for the long haul. Diba? Na parang you're gonna build your wealth for the long haul and make your assets work for you. So, I think the third would be enjoy the process. So, if you're saving a lot but you're not buying anything naman from Shopee, Lazada, you're not treating yourself once in a while, hindi naging enjoyable yung process. And I don't know, do you guys work out?
I try to.
Like that. A little.
I bought the set at home. I haven't opened it yet.
I heard from a friend, and I learned this from a friend, like the best workout is the one that you're really gonna do. So if you're not enjoying the process, most likely you're gonna fail at that financial plan, at following that financial plan, because you're not feeling like it's enjoyable. It's not something that you get excited about. So yeah, so I think those are the three things that I'd like to share to the 20-something also, just like you and I. So yeah, so to recap, number one, objective. It's very important. It's very important. Number two, be accountable and proactively seek out knowledge in handling your finances. And number three, enjoy the process. So at the end of the day, finances, 10% knowledge and 90% behavior.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving your knowledge and imparting your knowledge to our mga ka-MoneyTok out there. I know we did this a little earlier, no? But if you have any socials you want to plug, feel free to now. Diane, where can they find you?
Okay. So this is still a work in progress, but I have my quarantine daily, common denominator, over on Instagram and Facebook. And also we have this show every Friday. It's DTF or Down to Finance Friday. So if you wanna schedule a financial planning session, you can access the calendar, okay, or the scheduling tool at common denominator also. But if you want to type it now, it's calendly.com/common.denominator.
Okay. Again, so thank you, Dianne. We learned a lot. I'm sure our viewers will agree, no? Thank you for taking the time to sharing your knowledge with us. Guys, if you want to reach out to Dianne, she just provided the links. We'll also be flashing it on the screen during the live show. And without further ado,
we'll be commenting it na lang din in the comment section.
Okay, so ayan, so thank you ulit, Dianne, and we are going back
so much, Dianne,
to the live show.
Present.
So hi, present day Gabby and present day Marian. Take it away.
EntrepRadio online.
Hello.
Ayun. So
explain lang din natin saglit. Baka maguluhan kasi yung mga kakanood lang. That was a pre-recorded video kasi may technical difficulties. So kaya nandito kami, kung makikita nyo magkaiba yung itsura, no? Kasi recorded yun. Yeah.
Actually, hindi. Magaling lang kami magpalit ng damit. Char.
TikTok yung mabilisan.
So, ayun. As we said in the in the pre-taped interview, you can find po yung socials ni Dianne sa comment sections. I just posted it right now. But ayun. So, if you want to reach out to Dianne as a financial planner, or kung gusto niyo ma-feature sa DTF Fridays, reach out to Dianne na lang on her Instagram account. So that's www.instagram.com/common.denominator without the E. And if you want to schedule a session with her, a financial planning session, the link for her calendar is also there. Calendly.com/common denominator. Again, the common denominator, wala po siyang E. So it's DNOMINATOR. Ayan. So it's pinned po sa comment sections, I've been told right now. So yes, please check that out. From personal experience, me and Dianne have a lot of similar friends. So talagang when I saw some of their testimonials about her service, talagang go na go. She's really good at her job. Ayan.
That's right.
So,
okay. So, grabe no, masarap talaga pag-usapan yung money, lalo na kung it's something that will make us financially confident. But there are a lot to talk about pa, but we'll save that for the next episode.
So right for now, we would like to acknowledge and appreciate po yung mga our newfound Tagalog is hard. Sorry po kung hindi pa halata. Kachikahan ang ating mga Ka-Money Talks for engaging with us in our second episode.
That's right. Thank you also to our production team. Yours truly, my co-host Gab. Ayan. Our tech team, Pao Castillo. Our EntrepRadio producers, Sir Renee Toralba, Miss Faith Pastrana, and Miss Karen Degilia.
And of course, a lot of thanks to Sir Choi, the Voice Master Gonzalez, for making this show possible. And if you're interested in becoming a voice artist, please consider joining the Certified Voice Artist Program, a series of online workshops created by Pocholo de Leon, the Voice Master Gonzalez himself. These are geared to bring out the voice in you. The next batch po, batch 9, is on September 4. So ano pa hinihintay nyo? Go na, enroll na. 50% off, guys. It's the experience of a lifetime talaga.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and of course, catch us again in another episode on August 28th. So that's 2 weeks from now. Still the same time at 6 o'clock p.m. here on Money Talk, where we aim to make conversations about money a normal, comfortable, and fun topic amongst us Filipinos.
Thank you, Miss Lynn. Thank you po sa inyong bati sa comment section. So with the leadership of the most influential speaker in the Philippines, Pocholo, the voice master Gonzalez, we hope that we were able to engage you in a convo that makes us more financially confident.
And of course, this is where we end tonight's convo. Let us then leave you with a reminder that
if you think money can buy happiness,
then deposit it in our
bank accounts.
Just kidding. Well, anyway, if we were able to provide value to you tonight, you may follow us on our socials. For me, it's flashed on our screen. Oh, it's Marian with a triple E at the end.
Ayan. So you can also reach me at Mr. Old Shoes VO, and if you're also interested in streaming content, tanggalin nyo lang yung VO dyan and you'll see me playing video games. Pero also we appreciate you guys reaching out sa comments, and if you want to reach out even further, you want to give us suggestions, any comments on how we can improve the show, or any potential partnerships, reach out to us po at MoneyTokPH@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our TikTok at MoneyTokPH and YouTube accounts at MoneyTokPH for more money convos. You can make sure rin to like this page para the next time we're live, makita nyo po kami. Ayun. So this is it for tonight. This is your pakipot na kuripot na nagpapaalalang pera ay dapat umikot sa negosyo at hindi sa maling tao. Your host, Gabby Schultz.
And your nagmamagandang sugalerang nagpapaalalang okay lang sumugal sa pera pero wag sa taong minsay iniwan ka na. Your host, Marian De La Serna.
Thank you guys, and good night.
Good night.